So y'all know how, like, so if you're a car at school, y'all know how they call your name, like, so they would call my name, but you want to know how to pronounce it? They would have some Gabriel Allen. I'm like, it's Gabrielle. Where do you see where do you see one E? If it was Gabriel, it would be Gabriel. That's Gabriel. It's Gabrielle. Like, where you find this Gabrielle? Does that like last E? Does that L and E don't exist anymore?
They like that as a tomboy.
For real, bro. I'm sitting here like, I am a female. For your information, bro. And they have some Gabriel Allen, bro. I'm like, no, it's not Gabriel. No.
Gabriel Allen, report to the office.
Yeah, Gabriel Allen, report to the office. You're going home today. I'm like, no, I'm not going home if you keep pronouncing my name. It's wrong. One word to describe humanity, stupid. We can't seem to get anything right, and it's really sad. It's terrible.
That's a whole. Let me show you a bad example of humanity.
What?
All right, so let me see. We refuse to take vaccines for a deadly virus called COVID.
Yep.
Then we have the new variant called Omicron. And I guess some people like.
Preach.
Then we went ahead and had a anime convention, and then Omicron was found there. And there's only 52,000 people there. So I assure you, COVID had a joyous time over there. It was a kumbaya.
For real, Corona.
I'll tell you some other things that are probably going to make you think otherwise of humanity. We have flat earthers. That's all the saying you need. We believe the earth is flat. If the earth was flat, do you know how close the core would be to the land? If it was like this, the core would be in the dead smack center. Like, have you ever thought of that? The earth has a core.
No,
so if it was flat earth,
the core is flat too. That's what I said.
it would be burning the land around it. I assure you, it's not. No.
This is something that happened at my school, and this is gonna sound. I need you to keep up. All right, so first graders come to the playground, and the fifth graders are on the playground. That's not really a good thing to happen when the fifth graders are always cursing and playing too rough. So, like, one of the fourth graders freaking tackled one of the first graders. I'm like, no, these are small children. Their bones are not fully developed. You can literally give them a fracture or break their bone by just freaking belly flopping one. You can break their bones. They're gonna break like peanut brittle. That's not a good thing to happen now, is it? And my art teacher had to tell the fifth graders to stop because they kept cussing and they kept playing rough. I'm like, that's stupid of you, pretty stupid. So what happened before Thanksgiving? I literally got not even Thanksgiving break, more like 2 extra days at Thanksgiving break. So I didn't have to go to school on Friday because my class.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the
My classmates were being stupid. So there was a German Shepherd on the playground, and people kept lining up at the gate. I'm like, bro, if this dog had rabies, we'd all be dead right now. We'd all be dying right now. Then the teacher tried to tell us to get in line, but we're just out of control, lining up at the gate. We're just like, what the dog doing?
Y'all see what the dog doing, actually.
For real, bro, we want to know what the dog doing. The dog is trying to get away. What the dog doing? They said, what the dog doing? I'm like, gee, I don't know, but to give one of us rabies.
And so what did your teacher say?
They said they done. They said, don't come to school tomorrow. They said, don't come to school tomorrow. Because they said, don't come to school tomorrow. Because they're just going to punish us.
They said, I'm done.
This said, I'm deleting the next day. I'm serious. They said they serious. And I didn't have to go to school the next day because the whole fifth grade. Did you just pass gas?
No, fun of pass gas.
The whole fifth grade just got one day off, all because we were stupid. So the next time, the next Monday, can we start acting up? Can we tear the classrooms up to shreds so we don't have to show up to school tomorrow? Because that'd be really appreciated. That'd be pretty nice there. That'd be appreciated. But let's see. I'm kind of inference here. Now there was a German Shepherd one time at our bus stop, and our lovely mom here had to call people to get the German Shepherd because the kids were playing, they were touching it. I'm like, that dog could have been touched by someone that had coronavirus or something, and it's just carrying it, and they all getting it, rubbing their hands on that dog.
So, Gab, what do you think about those kids that never want to shut up when the teacher tell y'all to be quiet?
I hate them. Not even dislike. They don't use the word hate. Hate is a strong word, but it's the right word. They always don't know how to shut up. I'm like, it's not that hard. See, let me spell it out. See, if anyone that cannot shut up when they're told to shut up, let me spell it out. S-H-U-T space U-P. Shut up. It is not that hard. All you do is this. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. All you gotta do is this.
No, it's really hard. What are you talking about?
But they always like, every time they're told to shut up, they're always like, so do I got this jelly sandwich? Teacher trying to teach us math, and then all the students are like, so anyways, jelly sandwiches, like, shut up, I'm trying to learn here. And then the teacher's going back, so they don't hear one person talking, and then they're gonna be like, whole class, sit down for recess. I'm like, you can see that some of us aren't even talking. Like how one time, all of us had to write paragraphs, all because we did not do good during some fire drills or some regular school drills.
To be honest, I want to say that whole punch in the class thing is stupid.
Yes.
I don't believe in it.
Hole punch.
When they punish the whole class.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid, useless, ineffective, ineffective, never will be, and I have 10,000 reasons, a plethora of reasons, why it will never become effective. You do it, they still do the same thing. Stop doing it, it'll end up with the same outcome. You're punishing the whole class because someone is not going to keep acting out. They keep acting out. Stop doing what you're doing, because it's quite obvious they're going to keep talking or doing whatever they're doing without giving a care. Like, I have seen most students in my grade, they can care less. There is very few teachers I have in my grade that punish the whole class knowing that fact. So they just punish the certain individual. But I have one teacher who just said, who has all of us put our phones up if he sees one phone out. Like, okay, there's multiple students that, like I said, could care less. That is very ineffective and does not work. That's kindergarten. Like, these are teenagers. Like, trying to group teenagers into a punishment only causes them to rebel further. It's not useful. Like, just don't. Like, find a different way that won't end up in everybody hating you. See, you make the good kids hate you as well. Like, because when you do that, it gets annoying at one point. Like, I don't want to put my phone in a pouch while COVID's around. Like, that's just spreading the disease.
Yep.
Isn't that like kind of inconsiderate enough? Like, you have diseases floating around the place, you just have everybody put their phones in their pockets. That's like dumb, and you have specific numbers where you're supposed to put them. Now, assigned seats, I have no problem there. That's completely fine. I have zero issues with that one.
Like, one time, I think the principal said she's gonna punish the whole 5th grade, and the whole 5th grade had to sit in the cafeteria. I heard someone that was sitting not too far away from me say, he doesn't care. I'm like, you hear that? You hear that? He doesn't care, sit down. He doesn't care. Someone else literally said, they don't care. I'm like, punish these people, don't punish us. Don't punish the whole entire 5th grade. It's not the whole entire 5th grade. It's like a few individuals that are ruining it for us, and they can't see that. Matter of fact, I don't think some teachers can't see it at all, because I can tell you what is one time where, like, one of my teachers they were looking at me because they said don't bring your phones out, and I had a notebook in my hands, and she was looking at me and yelled my name, put me on the spot. I'm like, this is a notebook. What phone? This is a phone. This would be an iPad. Like, why? A phone is not, like, you see that notebook over there? That's not a phone. That's a notebook. That's what we use for writing and drawing. We don't use technology on that. It doesn't lag. It doesn't lag when you open the page.
I can understand they can't see all the kids because there's so many kids you can't spot them. But there's many ways you can. If you can just notice people that don't talk, you can start putting them on one side of the classroom, then you can just leave all the bad kids over there, then you can easily, tell that, okay, those are the bad kids, or just put those kids together. Cause like my world history teacher changed our seats. He put the bad kids that talked all the time near me. And I was like, Jesus. I was the good kid. Like where he had it originally, all the quiet kids were on my side. Nobody talked out over there. But when he switched it around, it was like, gee, all the quiet people went to that side of the room, and I went to this side of the room with him. I'm like a desk away from people that talk, because they're literally like my desk part of that, right across me. I'm like, oh my God, why'd you? That was a stupid transition. I don't like it. I prefer where I was at number one, where I was back that seat over there in the corner. Now I'm over here by the door. You know how annoying that is?
I mean, at least if someone breaks through the window, you got an easy escape. You can just jump to that window. You can just jump to the door by from yellow.
I'm right next to the door.
Hey, you can just exit the door if someone tries to break in. From the window, of course, not the door. If you do that, then...
I don't think there's any school shooter that has broken in through the windows.
You see, that's the issue here.
They have normally just walked in and then just shot or whatever.
Now, see, black moms, they don't play. They don't play that crap. If you are disobedient, you best believe they about to pull out that Whipapito 9000. They about to pull out this Switch 2000. I ain't talking about no Nintendo Switch.
Just make sure the 10 your bubble.
They about to hit you with that whip jutsu.
The 10-folded fighting stance.
No, yeah, bro. They will smack the freak out of you.
The Yasha Wolfgang's fighting stance.
For real. But you about to be like on your bed looking traumatized. Thank you for coming to the Gabby Show. We really appreciate your time here. Thank you.